Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I am back for my next episode of Skyrim. And today we're going to be carrying our journey on from Riverwood, and we're going to be making our way to the big city of Whiterun. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So from here we need to be making our way north, as Hadvar said, which is exactly what we're going to do. Wondered what the hell that was for a minute. So at this point we pretty much have complete free roam of the whole entire map now, really. We can pretty much do whatever we want in whatever order we want, but for now we're going to stick with the main story just for a moment anyway. Oh, there you are, I'm being attacked. Sorry for stopping there in the middle of the path, folks. So I'm suffering with very bad eczema on my fingers right now, and there was a bit of skin that was sticking upright that was flaking off, and it was driving me around the bend, so I put the controller down for a second to pick it off. Not that you guys really needed to know that, but I felt like sharing. So if you're working for Team Stormcloak, in this instance you could kill the Imperials and free the prisoner and give them a weapon, and they will in turn help you fight. But in this instance we're working with the Imperials, so we're going to leave that Stormcloak where he is and let them throw him in the dungeon to rot. So we make our way across the bridge here, and here is the beautiful city of Whiterun. And we're going to go ahead and make our way around the edge of the town until we hit the main entrance. Now there are a few little glitches with this particular town that I'll be showing you at some point. A quick way of making money, if you will. And it actually is very minimal grind. Pardon me. So here's the stable. From here you can use the horse wagon here to go to any of the main holds in the town, so that you don't have to run all the way there. And those holds are Windhelm, Riften, Solitude, Markarth, Marthul, Folk Reef, Winterhold, and I think that's it. Some of them you can only reach from certain certain stables, though. I should just point that out. In fact, you know what? Actually, while we're here, I'll just walk up to the guy and speak to him, and then I can show you all the different holds that we can access from here.
Can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go?
So from here we've got Dawnstar, which is up north. Folk Reef, that is that is southwest from here. Markarth is completely west of here. Morthal, that is northwest. Riften, that is southeast. Solitude, that is up in the north. Windhelm, that is also up in the north, but it's more northeast whereas Solitude's more northwest. And Winterheld is right up in the top northern corner of the map. But we're not going to be going to any of those places just yet. I mean, we will be visiting them, but not yet. All in good time. Right now, we just want to focus on Whiterun for the moment. So, what we'll do here then is make our way up the moat, as it were, and up into where the main gate is.
Hold. City's closed with the dragons about.
At this point we're stopped by the guards. So to get in we're going to need to...
Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the
I mean, you can try and persuade or intimidate as well, which potentially can increase your speech perk.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
So this is the mighty town of Whiterun. So you've got a blacksmith over here. And then, let me see here. We've got...
You hunt the plains outside Whiterun, right?
This one here is the alchemy shop where you can get your potions from. This one's your general store, so your general goods. There's also a few stands here where you can buy bits of food and whatnot. And then just up there is the bar. Here's Lucille. Sorry, Lucia even, I will get my pronunciations right. She's usually one of the girls that I adopt actually purely because she's actually sleeping on the floor behind the bar. And there's one thing I can't stand, it's seeing a child on the floor sleeping outside in the cold. Just no. And she's also one of the 4 adoptable children from the DLC.
If you're heading east, steer clear of Hilgur's tomb. Think about those old heads.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf was not receiving visitors.
So you want the top one?
Explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
See, to me, she's a right grumpy bloomin' orc.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
So you can go with any of those options really, but we're going to go with that one.
Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger.
The
The dragon is lurking in the mountains.
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service. I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into
So our
a matter
next
related to
destination
these
story-wise is
dragons
going to
and
be the Bleak Fall Barrel,
of dragons.
which is where we're going to be headed next. And Bleak Fall Barrel is actually quite close to Riverwood. In fact, we saw it when we crossed the bridge out of Riverwood earlier. So for now,
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostility.
What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so.
What? I never even cast it. Ah, I see. You have some knowledge of the higher art. Please forgive my earlier rudeness. I'm so often interrupted by visitors wandering in. I can occasionally...
I think I actually, on one of my profiles, I did actually kill
Now,
this guy.
what did you say you
But that was
wanted?
only because he sent thugs after me. So I repaid the favour by putting him 6 feet under.
Ah, indeed. The barrow. Oh yes, you must be referring to my research into the dragon. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Off to Bleak Falls barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient friend. Neither am I.
Sure you two will get along famously. This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons, we need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgoof. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this.
Right, so with that we're going to go ahead and make our way to Bleak there. Tongue back in thy mouth. Bleak Fall Barrel. So let me just pull up the map. So Bleak Fall Barrel is just over here. So here's Riverwood just over here. Okay, so just trying to think how best to get to it, 'cause it's going to be quite the climb to get up. I think the best thing we can do is actually just make our way across from here. So let's go ahead and make our way out of the town.
Damn those Grey Mates to oblivion. They want to back the storm close.
I've gone the wrong way. Although actually, having said that, we probably could have got out that way, but
Looking for my husband, Missy?
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
not right now, we're not. Oh yes, what was it that Ulfric gave us? Was it a bit of armour? Yes, it was the steel armour. We'll go ahead and chuck that one on. It's far better than what we were using.
This was as stupid as a feud with Clan Grey Mane.
Some of the living tripe that these people come out with as well in the game is quite amusing. Right. So from here then, we need to be headed up that mountain over there, basically. And it is going to be a bit of a climb, but we will get there. Make sure you are armed as well, because you are going to be encountering bandits up there. Oh dear, I think we've just been jumped by wolves again. Yes, we have. It's as bad as blooming Red Dead Online this is. So I played Red Dead 2 online in the evenings with a friend of mine, and we're always being jumped by wolves. It's ridiculous. Right, let's see if we can't climb up here. Now I know this looks unclimbable, but actually you can jump your way up, like I'm doing here, to get up and over. Just trying to think which way I usually go to get up. I think it's this way that I normally go. Like so. You just keep running from side to side and jumping, and you should eventually ascend piece by piece. I think some of the bits, unfortunately, you can't get up so easily. Okay, this one doesn't want to play nice. Let's see if we can find another way up. Like this one here, it seems to be letting me jump up relatively easily. Come on. A bit further. Come on. There we go, we're getting there slowly. Slowly but surely we are getting there. Come on. Oops, daisies. Come on. There we go. So from here then, let's go. Let me see if I can get up through this little gap here. I don't know if I can. It's quite a... I can't get up there, can I? It won't let me. Right. Let me see if I can get across this way. There's a flat ledge there. There we go. Actually, if we work our way across from here, thinking about it, we can actually just... In fact, you can see the entrance to the tomb literally just over there in the distance. If we just keep walking our way across here, I think we should be high enough now that we can just simply walk across now from here. I must admit, it's not the easiest of places to get to, but we got there. Okay, so here we are at Bleak barrow, or at least the entrance to it anyway. And at this point we are going to be ambushed by a few bandits, but they're pretty easy to take out at this point. But as you level up they will get harder. I should just point that one out. Whoops. One down. That's the end of them. I'll take those arrows. What's this guy got? Where did the other one go? There he is. Ooh, steel greatsword. I think we'll have that one. Go ahead here and switch that one out for our nice new steel one. Right. So now we're going to go ahead and make our way on in, now that we've dealt with the guards at the entrance. And this one's actually quite a short dungeon compared to some of the dungeons that are in this game. And there are well over 50 dungeons in this game to go through as well. And if you're going for the achievement, you will need to have cleared at least 50 of them. Oh dear. Guess this one met his maker. You know what, I'm going to go back into this mode because I seem to do better in this mode. Now that was incredible. Okay. But there's a chest just here. We can try and unlock that. So let's see. Right, we've got roughly around the right spot, so we just need to a little bit more. Whoops. Got it. Right, let's go ahead and work our way into the dungeon now, see what we can find. Take that potion.
Picked a bad time to get lost.
Now, if you're careful enough and don't alert him, you don't actually have to kill this guy. You can actually let the trap that's coming up deal with him for us. In this case, unfortunately, I was a bit too clumsy with my footing. Okay, so to get this door open, we need to complete 3 certain steps here. Well, I say 3 certain steps. We need to basically adjust these pillars. So let's see here. So this one here needs to be a serpent. The second one also needs to be a serpent. As you can see, the pillar in the middle there has actually collapsed and is sat just over here. So we'll go ahead now and alter that one to the serpent, or snake rather. And then the third one is the on the right there, which is the fish. So we'll go ahead and alter that, and that should deactivate the trap, and we should now be able to open this without being bolted with arrows and things. If you don't have it set up right, there are arrow shooters here somewhere that will, in fact there they are along the wall there, that will shoot you and poison you and drain your health pretty quick. So just bear that in mind. Here's our first skill book then, and this one goes towards the pickpocketing, because it's called Thief, so it's based on, well, as you can probably tell, thievery. Without trying to be a Captain Obvious. Right, so we're going to ascend down into here next. Oh, yep, some skeevers. They do have a nasty bite to them, I'll give them that. I believe there are a total of 3 skeevers on those stairs. I may be wrong, I'm not sure. Oh, I think the third one's up this. Oh no, there he is. I was right, there are 3. So in a minute we're going to have to deal with a giant frostbite spider that's slightly stronger than the ones we've dealt with so far. If if you're playing the game for the first time and you're still learning your way around, I would strongly advise taking this thing on from a distance with a bow, which you would have got from one of those storm cloaks that you would have killed on your way out of Helgen, or from the Imperials if you're working with the storm cloaks.
Over here.
Now, I would just as sooner kill this guy because he is going to betray us anyway.
You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
He's going to end up dead anyway. So we'll just go ahead and follow him and see how long he lasts. So I guarantee he won't last long.
Is someone there? I knew it. Clear down. What was that?
Very well. I wasn't actually going to kill him, I was going to try and help him, but seeing as how he's decided to be a complete bellend, we'll go ahead and take him out. Right, now, with this next bit, we need to watch our footing here, because you see this little thing in the floor here? If we step on that, it's going to trigger this nasty little trap here off. So we're going to go around it to avoid that. Just thought I would put that one out there for those of you that are playing the game for the first time and will not be aware of said traps. I'm not going to bother looting those bodies because they don't generally have that much on them, if I'm honest. Switch here that can deactivate those traps. Bit irritating that the switch is on the opposite side, really, if I'm honest. So these creatures are known as the... Actually, how do you pronounce that? Is it Drogger, is it? Or I don't know how you pronounce it. But they're pretty much undead by the looks of it, if I'm honest. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce their name, but they're one of the many things you can come across here in Skyrim. Probably seal that up if I'm honest. Hey up. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Dear me. Right, so when we're ready, we're going to make our way through here. Now at this point you can bail from the cave if you wish, but we're not going to bother, we're going to continue working our way through. Ooh, a hunting bow, that's better than the bow we were going to be using. Although to be fair, I can get my hands on a much better bow later on, called the Nightingale bow. But there's also a lot of other decent bows as well. There's Ariel's bow, which you get from the Dawnguard DLC, it's a beautiful bow. My favourite bow is the Daedric bow, if I'm honest. Though I've got to admit, Ariel's bow is very beautiful. And we will be getting our hands on it later. But it is quite a lengthy quest. So it'll probably be... I'll probably have to cover it over a period of 3 or 4 videos, if not more. Yep, this one's slightly stronger. This one's a restless one. The chest just here on the right. Gonna have to bust into this one though. Oops. There we go. And we're in. Right. Next obstacle then. So again, we've got more of these infernal traps to deal with. I'll tell you what, actually, we're going to deactivate that just in case we end up having to move back that way to get out of the way. We shouldn't need to, but it's always better to, you know, be prepared. What we got in here? Anything of value? Oh, there's resist cold potion on the side there. We'll definitely grab that. Other than that, there's not a great deal in here to be had. Now, also, I should point out that what loot you come across does depend on what level you are as well. Or at least that's what I've noticed anyway. I don't know how accurate that is, but from what I've seen, from when I've been playing solo, that's pretty much what I've noticed. The higher level I've got, the better the loot has come out. So like at this point I'm only pulling steel stuff and iron stuff, but later on when I'm higher level I'd start pulling dwarven stuff and elven stuff and glass stuff and ebony. The only stuff that you can't pull, I believe, is the Daedric stuff. I mean, I could be wrong on that front, but I'm only going by what I've seen and what I've come across myself. Okay, so here's our next challenge, the puzzle. And to do this one, we're going to need to go into our inventory here. So let's go ahead and go down to Misk. And we want to look at the Golden Claw. And if we just... so as you can see, if we just zoom in, you can see there are pictures on the inside of the claw here. And we need to basically match those up with what's on the door in front of us. So the top one is the bear, so let's go ahead and alter that now. And then the next one is the, hang on, let me zoom that in. Okay, so the next one then is not that one, we want that one. And then the bottom one will be the I'm not actually sure what that is, to be honest. But once you've got them lined up, you should be able to insert the Golden Claw, which will then jump back into your inventory. And the Golden Claw, when you're ready, you can take it to Riverwood and hand it to the merchant there, and that's the quest I was on about. So what we're going to do now is work our way through here. And we're almost at the end of the dungeon now, which is good. And if we just go up to this writing on the wall, we get the first part of our shout, Unrelenting Force. And if I'm honest, I find it to be one of the most useful shouts that you can get. And then we have to deal with this Overlord, and he is actually quite strong, I must admit. Gave me quite a lot of trouble back in my earlier days, I must admit. There's the Dragon Stone that we needed. And yeah, we'll take that just for the extra loot, because why not? And what have we got in the chest here? Not really worth. I'll take the money. The armor's not really worth our attention though, if I'm honest. Right, so there's just a switch on the side here that will open up the secret door and let us out the back. Otherwise you have to run all the way back through, and I really can't be asked to do that right now. So there's another chest here as well with a bit of money in it. Every little helps. Looks like we're going to hit rank 2. In fact, actually, I think we have hit rank 2. I just haven't leveled up, actually, thinking about it. I'll just show you that now. So if you go into your menu and then go to level up, and you can choose which of your stats you want to level. So health just does health. Stamina will increase your weight load, which is the one that I'm going to be going after. Right, where are we? Let's just bring up the map so we can get a rough idea of where we are. So what we're going to do is fast travel to Riverwood from here. And what we're going to do is... No, it's not that house we want the next one over.
The Riverwood trader is everything. My sister Camilla, I will be happy to help you. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
There we go, the golden claw is back where it should be.
What are you doing that for?
Whoops. I do apologise, I only meant to have a look at it. I didn't actually mean to knock it off.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood trader is back to the way it used to be.
Well, to be fair, the dungeon took care of most of it for us. Right. So from here we're going to fast travel back to Dragon's Reach, which is the castle on the top of the... Well, I say castle, it's more of a palace actually. But it's on top of the upper section of Whiterun.
Helgen. The story by Helgen. Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
You see? The
And we'll go ahead and talk
the
to
Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow.
Farengar.
Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. So your information was correct after all.
Right, so next we want to go and talk to the Jarl. But we're going to leave that for the next episode because it's going to lead us on to the next bit of the story. So for now, we're going to actually wrap things up for this episode. It's been going for a good 35 minutes now, and I don't particularly want my episodes to run over the 35-minute mark if I can help it, although there may be odd exceptions. So yeah, if you've liked what you've seen today, then let me know in the comments section. Hit that like button, or be subscribed to the Dark Swordsman Gaming Guide channel, and I will see you all next time for more Skyrim. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.